right, when I write these two words on the board, what's the first thing that you think?
The black and white person be married.
Okay, good. In today's society, is that considered okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, in today's society, sure. It's even becoming more and more common to mix races.
Yeah.
But what about back then when racism and discrimination were a lot more prominent? Was this okay?
No, it's not okay at all.
At one point, interracial marriage was actually illegal in many states. Now, it's socially acceptable. But back then, they would even go so far as to do this. Something was called the one-drop rule. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Okay. So what the one-drop rule was that even if you were like 1/8 African American, they still said you were too black to marry a white woman. So that means even if it was like your great-great-grandmother that was African American, and you looked as, Caucasian as anybody else, it didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So
you just couldn't have anything.
You couldn't. You pretty much couldn't have any lineage. It had to go back more than this. You had to be less than 1/8, meaning 1/16, or things like that, which is just crazy. Or it would be illegal to get married. Now it's completely acceptable. So why do you think we talk about this when we talk about racism and discrimination and things like that?
Like why we talk about interracial marriage?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
Okay, so we talk about interracial marriage because it's kind of a sign of the times. Like back then, it was just one more thing that we could segregate, one more thing that we could be racist about, one more thing that we could discriminate against. But now, it's acceptable, which shows the trends that have happened in society with other races since then. So society has progressed to say, yes, we used to say, no blending of races, no blending of ethnicities, no nothing. That used to be socially acceptable. That used to be the norm. And now the norm is that races are races and this is totally fine. And, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, anything like that. So, all right. So any questions on that?
No.
All right.